short message could
Yes.
be passing
Yes.
at Islamia level from
Yes.
malams and all this? What specific message as it relates to
Yes.
preventing drug abuse?
Yes. You see, it's good that our Islamia, our malams teach our children about the Quran, about the Hadith. Then, like I had always said, life is evolving. The message of Islam doesn't change. Then we need to modify our teaching to reflect the societal changes that we are living with today. Yes, we know that the Quran explicitly prohibits the use of alcohol. It also, in that same vein, mentions the issue of intoxicants, where the issue of gambling was mentioned and all of that. Intoxicants are there. So there is a need for our malams to be able to identify those substances in the society today that intoxicate individuals besides alcohol. Cannabis intoxicates, for example. We all know that some people find it much more comfortable to say, this person has taken Indian hemp, that's why he turned mad. But then that's a sign of cannabis intoxication, So if you use cannabis excessively, you can behave like someone who is mad on the street, Then again, even coffee, this coffee, the normal coffee that we take every time, it's actually a drug. It's a medically characterized drug, caffeine. So taking it excessively too can lead to its own problem. In fact, it leads to agitation. You start having anxiety symptoms. Your heart starts pumping. So moderation is actually the key. Okay. Then again, the point I'm trying to make is that the malams should, if they do not know, engage individuals who know about these things to annotate and mention all these substances that can intoxicate, even nicotine as it is, cigarette. Yes, it gets to a level. In fact, there are some insecticides where the key element that is used to kills the insect is actually nicotine, because it overstimulates the nervous system up to the level where it just more or less expires. The person enters into a state of trance or may convulse or things like that. So, of course, we talk about the issue of moderation and all of that. But then, apart from the long-term effect of leading to lung cancer or cancer in every other part of the body, intoxication with nicotine can actually kill somebody. So there are so many other substances that can, even the tablets that people take to sleep. It's an intoxicant too. It can, if you take it that's why there are doses that are prescribed to have health benefits. If you take beyond that dose, it can kill you. Some people might sleep and not be able to wake up. They'll say he died in his sleep, rather he had taken an overdose of a drug. The common one we hear about rohypnol. They call it rufinol on the street. D5, D10, that's diazepam, which people get prescription for, but people are able to get it, behind go behind and get it illegally. Tramol, it's a painkiller, but then it can also depress the respiratory system. So if you take it in overdose, you just forget to breathe, So it can just depress you, and the person fails to breathe, and in a few minutes time, the person is dead, And of course, when people graduate to the issue of using injectable drugs, pentazocine, for example, is a very potent painkiller that is useful to manage acute pain, trauma, when people break bones or have severe injury. But then if you take it on an overdose, it kills the person, and it has a very high addictive property too. So the advice is use it only under medical supervision, because we know how to moderate the dose. But when people get addicted, especially C-class, people have chronic pain condition, they usually they start self-injecting it. So if the pentazocine itself, for example, does not kill you, if the infection from the wounds that they get because they are not trained in injection can kill the person. They can have cellulitis, they can have osteomyelitis, and things like that. So those are the things. So all those things, I think the malams should be educated and learn about them so that they can also impart it as contemporary ills into society that the kids need to veer away from.